Good. Okay. Well, today we're going to start with a unit that has two objectives. One is to talk about problems. Facing problems is the name of the unit. So the vocabulary is related to problems. And in terms of grammar, it's a review of different tenses, present, past, and future, okay? So first of all, we're going to start with, I will use the chat to write first. If I write this word, what words can you associate with environment? What words come to your mind when you see the word, or you listen, you hear the word environment?
I think in forest.
Forest. Okay. What else?
I think the things that around us,
Like
where we are living. I don't know, the place.
Your surroundings, or something more global?
Excuse me?
Are you talking about your surroundings?
No, about what?
Surroundings, the things that are around you.
Yes, exactly.
Surroundings.
Surroundings.
Okay. Any other word that you associate with environment? There should be many words. Do you understand my question? No se peleen, por favor. When people talk about environment, what do you think of, immediately?
Maybe the different ecosystem.
Okay, ecosystem is, okay, is one of the words that you can associate with that, particularly because this is your main, the main topic of your careers, particularly resources, right? How many people here in this group study resources? Anybody?
Me.
Except Sophia?
Me.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
So, okay, 4 people. So, what other things do you associate with environment?
Climate changing.
Sorry, Alejandro?
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity, okay, right. Biodiversity, you see? Be careful with the pronunciation. Biodiversity. Biodiversity. Today we're going to practice, by the way, some pronunciation. Oh, wait. Biodiversity, yeah. Biodiversity. Any other word associated to environment?
Pollution?
No. Words or expressions that you associate with the word environment. Save the planet. Okay. Zero waste. Go vegan. Recycle. Okay, Francisca. Do you have problems to speak? With your microphone, or? Francisca?
No.
Okay. Why didn't you say that then? Okay, that's it. What is zero waste. Can you explain it, Francisca?
It's use the less trash possible.
I mean, to use or to produce?
No, avoid using products with plastic or
Yeah. So the idea is to produce the least possible waste, or not? Am I right? Or did I get you wrong? To produce the least possible waste, especially plastics and things
yes.
that cannot be recycled. Okay, avoid waste. Okay, okay. Well, sorry, and what about go vegan? Why is that associated to environment?
Because being vegan, it's in this moment the pollution in the planet
Sorry. Yeah. I cannot hear you well, Francisca. The connection is interrupted. Can anybody? Okay, you will write. How many vegan people are there in this group? What is that, +1? How many vegan people or vegetarian people? Okay, Francisca is a vegan. Anybody else? Vegan or
Kind
vegetarian?
of pescetarian because
Sorry?
I
I
eat.
am vegetarian.
Vegetarian. Belen.
Yes.
Vicente, sorry?
I'm kind of pescetarian, like because I eat fish, but I don't eat pork or chicken or cow.
And what's the difference? I mean, in terms of, because the idea is to become
No, because
vegetarian.
it's very hard to me to let it go still, but I'm on my way to let
Okay,
it
right. It's a
go.
kind of
Yeah.
transition period, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. But I don't understand why to become vegan can help the environment. Well, how can you contribute to the environment if you don't eat meat? Can anybody explain that? Anybody? Belen, can
Yeah,
you? Or Carolina, yeah?
I am not vegan, I am vegetarian.
Yeah.
But I think the main reason that veganism reduce climate change is because the industry of meat is a very polluting,
Yeah.
because they use lots of land to feed the cows and the sheep and the pigs, whatever. And also the industry itself, it pollutes lots of the air and the water that surrounds the industry.
Okay, Carolina, very complete answer. Good. Okay. So veganism is important, or vegetarianism is important. I mean, to stop eating meat. Yeah. Because animals' food is killing ecosystems and leaving the soil useless. Soy, for example. What happens with soy? Is it a problem to cultivate soy?
I think it's very tricky that point
That point is very tricky. Why?
because if everyone in the world change his diet to a vegan one, then we start like exhausting all the soil through uh, these how you say plantaciones, big plantations of I don't know, hortalizas and
Vegetables, yeah.
vegetables, and we start having the same problem, you
Yeah.
know. So it's a very tricky point because it's a very fine line.
It could be the other extreme, in other
I
words.
won't eat I won't eat meat because it's how they produce it. It's very like brutal.
Ah, okay. So
Because in terms
you
of
agree.
environment pollution, there's a very fine line, and they both can uh, affect the, the environment.
Okay. Interesting point, Vicente. Okay, so your point is that you do it, I mean, you are a vegan, you are on the way to become a vegan, right?
Yes,
Okay.
or a vegetarian at least.
Vegetarian at least, okay? In order to, in a way to defend or to protect animals, to defend animals' rights in a way? You are against the way that they are killed,
Yes.
or I mean, meat is produced.
Hmm.
That is what I got, yeah?
Yes.
And if everybody becomes vegetarian, there will be unbalance in the future with the an excess of consumption of vegetables. Okay, any comments about this point, Vicente's opinion? What do you think? No, because Francisca, why don't you say that? No, Elen, sorry. Let's see, I want you please to talk. I need to check your pronunciation. So if you don't have really serious problems with your microphones, Francisca and Belen, I prefer you speak.
I don't know a lot about the team, but the other day one friend told me that a lot of the cultives of soy are destined to feed animals, for then we have consume them, like eat them. So, like I said, I don't know much about the theme of the environment related to the veganism, but I just was saying that I agree with what Francisca said about the soy.
Okay, yeah. So soy is used to, I mean, they use a lot of land to cultivate soy to feed animals. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Any other opinion about this discussion? Any other comment? Francisca, countries in Europe are changing their diets to a plant-based diet because it's demonstrated that the plant-based diet is the most sustainable. Sustainable. Okay. Well, we are going to work exactly on that. I will ask you to please go to your cursos and to material. The page was changed. Did you see that? Please go to Material Docente, Environmental Problems. That's the name of the file. Okay, could you open it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
here we have a table with 6 words or 6 groups of words, okay? Pollution, deforestation, climate change, recycling, renewable energy, public transport. How do you think, or why do you think that they made these kind of groups? Because we can see that the first line is in normal, it's a normal text, and the second one is in bold type. What do you think is the difference between both groups of words?
Opposite.
I'm sorry?
Are kind of opposite. I mean,
Sorry,
one
who's
is
talking? Josefa?
Josefa. Josefa.
Can you please speak more loudly, please, because I hear you from a distance.
I think that they are opposite. The opposite because one. I mean, the first line it's bad, and the second line it's
Is a what?
eco-friendly.
Sorry, the eco-friendly, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vicente, you want to say something?
Yes.
Sorry, Vicente, please, I will ask you to raise your hands when you want to speak, please, so as not to... Okay, Vicente.
I will say that the line above is like the possible solution. In the one in the top, like for pollution, a possible solution is recycling.
Okay,
Yeah.
so not the line above, but the second line would be the solution.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And what about the first one?
I mean, for deforestation or climate change, a possible solution for it, like not to change it all, but to start, like, I don't know, decreasing a little bit, could be start using public transport.
Okay, so I assume that what you mean is that on the first line we have problems.
Yes.
And in the second one we have possible solutions.
Yes.
Okay. Any other comment about this? These two groups of words? Nobody. Okay. Well, this is exactly what we are going to talk about. Now, we're going to go into the second task first, because we're going to read something later on. And let's see. In the second part, we're going to deal with pronunciation of some words related to the topic of environment. So I assume they are words that you use very frequently, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
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 Well, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Here we are going to work with stress, word stress. ¿Dónde marcar la voz? Okay, that's acento in English. I mean in Spanish, okay? So the problem with this, when you use dictionaries normally, is that they use symbols that most people don't know, because it's something that teachers know normally. For example, here we have the first word. This is the word, alternative. Yes? But how do you know how to pronounce this word? First of all, because the pronunciation, as I've already told you, is usually the sounds are usually written between these slashes. Well, here you have these strange symbols, but there is, let me put on my glasses. If you look at here at the top, there is an apostrophe. Can you see that? After the L?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 That apostrophe tells you that the syllable that comes after the apostrophe is the strong one, is where you have to stress the word. So you say alternative, alternative, right? Do you understand it? No?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And here you can see that there is a way to separate the syllables. Well, in the first one, it's separated by the apostrophe. But then you can see that there are some periods, unos puntitos. Here you have one. Here you have another one, right? So here you can see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4 syllables. In English, syllables are counted according to the number of, how can we say, the number of syllables you pronounce, not the number of letters. Yes? Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. Something else. When the part that is, the syllable that is stressed, as I said, is strong, normally is the easiest to understand when you listen to somebody. The opposite is with the other syllables that are not stressed, that are weak. So sometimes it's more difficult to understand that part of the word when people speak, because it's softer, yeah? I will ask you to go to the second page of this. Here we have a lot of words related to the topic of environment, where alternative is the example. What I want you to do here, you can use word reference to do this one, or according to what you know. If you're not sure, you can use the dictionary. I want you to, write these words. Here we have the instructions, okay? Use the dictionary to find the stressed syllable for the words on the next page and complete the table with the stressed syllable in the dark box. You're not going to, no, dictionary will be too long. I will pronounce each word, and according to my pronunciation, you will decide where you write the stressed syllable. The stressed syllable must be in this column. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Down for me, Sonia? I hope not. Okay. So, what's up? Okay. Let's see. Well, alternative. Climate. Wait, let me, sorry. Let me, desert. Dioxide. No, write it, please. We're going to check it at the end, okay? Dioxide, electricity, extinction, generation, global, polluted, pollution, recycling, renewable, warming. Enough, or once again? Enough, or once again?
Once again.
Once again. Okay, we're going to start in desert, dioxide, electricity, extinction, generation, global, polluted, pollution, recycling, renewable, warming. Okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Let's see desert. Where do you write the stress syllable? Where is, what is the stress syllable?
This.
The, no, sorry, let me change this one. Okay, let me use, okay. I know I cannot write there. Why not? Text. Why can't I write? Ah, well, I'm going to use the, what? Draw, okay. Okay, oh, no, wait. Me cuesta mucho escribir con esta cosa. Okay, there we have the word desert, okay? The next one. What is the syllable that goes in the, that is stressed?
Oxy,
Sorry?
the word oxy, the oxidant.
Ox only. Ox. Ide is here. Dioxide. Dioxide. Aquí va el acento. Yeah, ox. Right? The next one?
Tree.
Tree. Very good. Tree. Parece que tuviera Parkinson. Okay. The next one?
Tin.
Ink. Very good. Extinction. Very good. Extinction. The next one?
Ray.
Right. Whoop. Right. Generation. The next one?
Glow.
Glow. Very good. The next one?
Lu.
Loo. Polluted.
Ah.
Polluted. The next one?
Low.
The same. Pollution. The next one?
Sai.
Side.
Sigh. Very good. The next one?
New.
New. Very good. And the last one?
War.
War. Okay, very good. Any questions about this?
No.
No questions?
No.
Okay. Well, let's change this. Okay. Oop. Okay. Let's go on. Okay. Here you have 6 different paragraphs. How many are you today? 12 people. I will divide you in 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 groups of 6 people each, okay? And I will ask you to each of you will read one part of the text, okay? Do you understand it? And then you will summarize each paragraph in your own words to explain it to the rest, okay? Is it okay?
We are 11.
I'm sorry?
Because we are 11 because we are 12 with you.
But we were 13, and including myself. Well, let's see how many people are here. Let me see the, wait. How many people? 3, 6, 9, 11, yeah, you're right. So 2 groups. Okay. Two groups, Belén, Ignacio, Laura, Nicolás, Sofía, Vicente, okay? And, okay, you distribute the, how many, yeah. You distribute the paragraphs one each. I mean, you can use the same order in the group, okay? And in the second room, Carolina, Francisca, Josefa, Juan, Valentina, you are 5. So there will be one extra that you can read together, okay? But each of you will read only one in the first group. And in the second one, you will read 2. Yes? Do you understand it?
Me?
Yes.
Yes? Yes, Belen?
We have to read the paragraph and then explain it with our own words.
Yes, that's
Okay.
it. So I will give you some minutes, not very long because we have a very short class, and I will visit you in your groups. I will give you some seconds for you to read it, and then I will visit you if you have questions or something, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
How are you doing?
We are reading the
Okay.
paragraph.
Okay. How are you doing?
Fine.
Good.
Good?
Yes, we're reading.
You're reading, okay. Okay, everybody back? Okay, could you summarize your text to the others,
Um,
more or less?
More or less, because not everybody could to presentate.
Present, not, why not?
Because the
We
time
needed
was,
more time.
You needed more time, okay. Well, we are going to do it together then. Okay, let's see, Sophia, what paragraph did you have? What, which of the
I
paragraphs?
was the pollution paragraph.
Okay, can you summarize it, please?
Well, the paragraph separates the different kinds of pollution. The first one was the water pollution that talks about the contamination of water with chemicals that cause health problems to people. The second one was the air pollution, that was the contamination of air with gases that also produce health problems, especially for the people who living in and urban sites.
In cities.
And cities. And the last one was the soil pollution, that is the contamination of soil with fertilizers, pesticides, and mainly.
Okay, good. Let's see, anybody else, who else read about pollution? The paragraph of pollution, the same as Sophia. Anybody else? Francisca, did you read about pollution? No.
Yes.
Yes. Would you like to add anything else to what Sophia said?
No, I think that she said was very complete.
What she said was complete. Okay, good. Valentina, what about you? Which paragraph did you read?
I read about recycling.
Recycling, okay. Sorry,
yes,
who else? Sorry, who else read about recycling?
Me, Nicolas.
Nicolas. Okay, so Valentina and Nicolas, you will. Valentina, can you please start summarizing your point?
The paragraph talk about what was recycling, and talk about materials that could be recycled easily, and mention also another option besides recycling, and also says for what's good recycling, and mention that in some towns.
Sorry, can you repeat that,
using
Valentina? Sorry, can you repeat that part? The paragraph also talks, you said, or mentions?
Mentions that, I say it wrong.
Sorry?
That in a couple of towns, in many towns, that was, have like bins, and there are people that in charge of recycling, but in many towns of the country where
Okay. Okay. Nicolas, can you add something else to this summary?
Recycling is use things or use products that have been used before, like a second use.
Okay.
That this action has many benefits for the environment, and what else? The paragraph name some actions like put some recycling cans for glass, paper. Is a big help to create new products by recycling.
Okay, good, Nicolas. Okay, let's see. Ignacio, what about you?
I read the public transport paragraph.
Okay, wait a minute. Who else read about public transport? Who else read about public transport? Nobody else?
I did.
Okay, Ignacia. Okay, so let's see, Ignacio, please. And then Ignacio and Ignacia, okay.
So it says that transport has a large environmental impact, and especially because of the increase in the use of cars in cities and urban areas, with the growing source of carbon dioxide because of this.
Mm-hmm.
It also says that private transport contributes to this, and especially aviation, that it increases the greenhouse gases. Then it says some facts about this, like in Europe, it increased 87% between 1990 and 2006.
Okay.
This.
Okay, thank you. Ignacia, can you complete that summary, please?
Yeah, it also says that if people start using public transport, like buses, trains, or metros, these emissions could be reduced for over 50%. Also by using bicycles instead of cars. Instead of flying, you could use trains, and that will reduce over 90% of the environmental impact. And it could be just as quick as taking a plane.
Okay. Okay, very good, Ignacio. Public. Be careful with that sound. That, I mean, normally letter U, not normally, sometimes letter U is pronounced like you, but some other times it's pronounced like in different ways, like urban, Ignacio. The same sound as girl, urban, and public, Ignacia, is like cup of coffee, public. Okay, good, very good. Let's see, Juan, what about you? What did you read about?
I read about the climate change.
Climate.
Yeah.
Climate change, okay. Who else read about climate change?
Me.
Who is me?
Belen.
Belen, okay. Juan, could you please start and then you continue, Belen?
Okay. I read about the climate change.
Climate.
Okay. Yeah. It's a change in the climate, and also the temperatures on Earth rise. So this happened because of the increase on the greenhouse gases, and this make the Earth hotter. So in the last few years, in the text says that there has been, I mean, like extreme weather events, like I don't know, wildfires and heat waves.
Heat waves, yeah.
Heat waves, yes.
Okay, Juan, thank you. Belen, can you complete that summary, please?
I have like the same.
Nothing, anything else, any other detail?
Nothing new, like the same but with other words.
Okay, okay, but nothing, okay, good. Okay, Carolina.
And maybe that scientists agree that climate change is something real, that it's happening.
Yeah, the only one that doesn't believe in that is Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Okay, good, Belen. Let's see, Carolina, what did you read about?
I read about deforestation.
Okay. Who else read about deforestation?
Me.
Vicente, okay. Let's see Carolina and then Vicente.
So the paragraph talks about how important the rainforests are to the sorry, I have hiccups, to the ecosystem, because they absorb carbon dioxide and now dioxide. And now the problematic is that as the population grows, there are many trees being cut, and the soil is being burned to make land for farming, and this also contributes to a big amount of carbon dioxide to go to the atmosphere, as well as the deforestation itself.
Okay, Carolina, very good. Let's see, Vicente, can you add something else?
Yes, it also says that the rainforest grown at very poor soils.
Very poor soil.
Very poor soils, so that when they cut them down and the rain comes, the soil gets washed out. And then can become a desert.
Okay.
Yeah, and when that happens, many plants and animal species are left without a home. And also says that sometimes indigenous tribes also lost their homes.
Lose their homes. Yeah.
Yes.
Like the Amazon. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Let's see where Josefa.
Yes.
Okay. What paragraph did you read?
Renewable energy.
Renewable.
Renewable
resources. Okay. Laura, what paragraph did you read?
The same.
The same. Good. Let's see, Josefa, can you start talking about that?
Yes. In the beginning, most of the energy was the most used source of energy was fossil fuels. But now, countries like Iceland and Costa Rica are using renewable source like hydroelectric energy from the water, geothermal power, taking the heat from the center of the earth.
Okay.
That blows my mind.
Sorry?
The geothermal power blows my mind because it's taken from the center of the earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great. Laura, how can you go on? Can you add something else?
The renewable. Yeah, energy is more friendly with the environment. That is.
Sorry, the renewable
is more friendly with the environment.
Renewable energies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Nothing else to add?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, good. Any questions or comments about this? Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this today. We're going to finish it next class, that is on Thursday, okay? Yeah, that's all, because the next part is something we have to continue working. Vicente, you have a question?
No.
Ah.
Era como oca, así para la otra clase.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, if there are no questions or comments, we continue next Thursday then to finish this, okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.